afternoon, everyone, and welcome to my channel, Yogesh Julka. As you all know, I'm a career counselor, and today I have asked for few guests and colleagues and professionals from the industry, which is called English Language Proficiency Test. Right? हमारे पास प्रीति मैम है. प्रीति मारवा मैम is basically taking care of IELTS, TOEFL. We have an expert from PTE. We have an expert from OTA. Right? So I'll request Preeti ma'am to introduce herself, and followed by John sir, Ravjot ma'am, and Rima ma'am. So ma'am, we all welcome you. Thank you for joining us today on this Sunday morning. So
Great.
can you please
Thank you
introduce?
so much, Yogeshi. Let me introduce myself. Myself, Preeti Marva. I have been a part of training industry for almost 10 years. And talking about my credentials, I am certified from all the three governing bodies: British Council, IDP Australia, and ETS TOEFL. Apart from that, I'm MBA Finance by profession. And moving ahead,
Right.
I have been holding almost more than 10 years of training experience in the entire training industry.
Great.
So this is a short and a concise description about me. So I
Right.
hand over to Rima ma'am now. Rima ma'am, over to you.
Ma'am.
Thank you so much, Preeti. Hello, Yogesh, and hello, everyone.
Hello.
I am basically working with Edu Advantage as a master trainer, and I have been associated with Pearson and Soft Skills as a master trainer.
Oh, wow. Great.
Thank you. And apart from that, I have been certified by IELTS and TOEFL as a trainer. And I also work as an academician and a leadership coach. And I have been a motivational speaker in a couple of universities and colleges. And I've been working into the industry for more than 20 decades now.
Right. Great. Great. Ravjot ma'am.
Hello everyone, my name is Ravjot Kaur. I'm a certified soft skill trainer. I train students for IELTS, PT and TOEFL as well. I've been working in this training industry for more than a decade now, and I've dealt with students and working professionals. I always aim that my students should get more than the desired score, so I always work hard for them to achieve. Overall, I have great experience in training industry because I'm a finance background, and while finding job in that field, I joined an institute on the basis of my English skills. Thereafter, I started enjoying working with my colleagues and training students, and attained various certifications as well. Now, after many of my students achieved more than the desired scores, I gained confidence and never thought of leaving this profession.
Wow. Great. Great, ma'am. Thank you. George sir, over to you.
Thank you, Yogesh, for this opportunity. My target is based on my experience or whatever. At least I'm able to influence and coach at least 100 trainers and or students in a year, focused on OET, PT, and IELTS through our institute, which is Red Cedar Academy. And we also had an institute by the name of Universal Edu, which was focused on primarily OET and other courses. In OET, we've got a success rate about 80% who got about B or B plus. And the rest of the 20% is basically those who either could not do the IELTS or the OET, or maybe they did not have sufficient practice. But that's a great to be able to coach this generation to make their lives successful. So it's all about the outcome of these listeners that we can influence, and so always excited with this opportunity. Thank you.
Great, great. Great, sir. So thank you and welcome once again to all of you. Sir, it's very interesting. George sir, my first question is from you. OET is very new for me because I don't know why I have missed it, but PT, IELTS, TOEFL, people are listening and my students are also aware from these things. So can you please explain a bit more about OET and how it works?
Sure. OET is the full form is basically Occupational English Test. And this is a testing system designed to measure the English language competency of healthcare professionals. Okay, that's the key word. Who intend to move to or register themselves into English-speaking countries, either for study or for work.
Okay.
And like other tests, it also test the abilities in these 4 areas, standard, right? Speaking, reading, writing, listening,
Okay.
and overall.
Those 4 modules.
That's right.
Right. Okay, sir. In दिनों में like people are going for a medical program in abroad. आपको there is a huge difference in the people who are applying, and we have a very limited seats in medical industry. तो बच्चे फिलीपींस, यूक्रेन, रशिया ऐसी कंट्रीज में अप्रोच करते हैं. Does it help to them?
Yes, sir. आप MBBS की बात कर रहे हैं, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So MBBS is after class 12 usually.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. So the criteria, if it all depends upon, the short answer is all depends upon the institution that is accepting these professionals for the course.
Okay. Okay.
So the first
And
thing is,
who manage it? Sorry.
yeah. So so what I was saying was every student is encouraged to look at the eligibility criteria. Right.
Okay.
And if OET is part of it, then OET can be used. If IELTS is part of it, then IELTS can be used. So it will vary.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
what was the second question, Yogesh sir?
Sir, who is taking care of it? Like who manages it? How
Yeah.
operations work?
Right. So OET basically is was established in 1980 under the contract with the Australian government.
Okay.
Right. And who is this managed by? This is basically the majority is owned by Cambridge Assessment English.
Okay.
Right. And this is managed by Cambridge Assessment as well as a company called Vauxhall Institute. So both these institutions together manage OET globally.
Okay. Globally. So and why OET? Why like specifically OET?
Right. Yeah, correct. So
We have more options in OET, similar like OET.
OET is, that's a great question, Yogesh sir. OET is the only accepted language test for healthcare professionals that is known.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
And it is trusted by regulators or hospitals or universities in a couple of countries, not across the globe. Primarily in UK, in US,
Right.
Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, Dubai, and Singapore. So these countries globally accept OET as the test for healthcare professionals.
Okay. Okay, great. So, sir, anything else which we need to look into OET? Because I don't remember what all question I should ask. This is new domain for me. Please,
so अगर कोई पूछे कि सर हमें OET करना है तो कौन करना है या नहीं करना है? So my question is, अगर आप इन कंट्रीज के लिए जो मैंने दोबारा बोला है,
जी
ऑस्ट्रेलिया, न्यूजीलैंड, यूक्रेन, दुबई एंड सिंगापुर, अगर इन कंट्रीज में आपको एडमिशन की जरूरत है और उस इंस्टीट्यूशन में लिखा है कि OET is accepted as an eligibility, right?
Similarly, like
वो कर सकते हैं.
Yes. Similar like IELTS और TOEFL की जो acceptance होती है, it's like a OET now.
Exactly, and OET again has a lot of preparation material on their site. Yeah, so it's very easy if you're a healthcare professional.
Okay, and sir, जो थोड़े बेसिक चीजें और होती हैं कि इसका थोड़ा प्रोसेस कैसे चलता है, इसमें कौन से मॉड्यूल्स कवर होते हैं, इसका पॉइंटिंग सिस्टम क्या है, ये सारा ऑनलाइन है या ऑफलाइन है, और इसके कुछ इंस्टीट्यूट्स भी है जहाँ ये पढ़ाया जाता है या यहाँ के ट्रेनर्स हैं, थोड़ा सा इसके लिए प्लीज सर.
Yeah, so you asked about the format and marking, right?
Yes.
So again, as I said, there are 4 formats. Okay, and they are basically listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Okay, and then if you look at each of these parts, right? Listening is for 40 minutes, reading 60 minutes, writing is for 45 minutes,
right?
And speaking is for 20 minutes, right? So this is the broad category.
Right.
And if there are people who practice this in the institutes, then it makes it very easy for them because the material is all healthcare related.
Okay. So largely I can say, if I talk about healthcare sectors like doctors, nurses, dentists, it's other occupations like surgeons and dietitians and physiotherapists, all these people are taking this test largely.
That's right. There are basically 12 versions for these healthcare professionals.
Okay.
Starting from nurses, which is comprising about 70%, doctors, and then pharmacists, and radiographers and etc. Right,
Right,
physiotherapists.
sir.
So these
Right, sir.
12 professions have the OET version for testing them.
It's like again band system, score system.
Yes, that's right. So like
तो
IELTS
इसमें
and other,
एवरेज और पास क्या होता है, फेल क्या
सर
होता है?
इसमें पास और एवरेज नहीं होता है, बट
Okay.
this has got a category like B and C, right?
Okay.
So and then there is a objective score.
Mhm.
And based on that, it is converted into a B or C category, and then the eligibility will be minimum B or minimum B plus. इस तरह से वो eligibility criteria में institution का
Right.
लिखा रहेगा. So
Right.
उसको देखते हुए you can work backwards, and then हमारे institute में हम उनको उस तरह से grade करके उनको देते हैं.
Right, sir. And
Yeah.
George,
For
sir,
example,
if
sorry, Yogesh sir. So,
Please.
for example, a band B in OET is equivalent to an IELTS band 7. Just to give a comparison.
Okay.
A
Okay,
band B is
comparison.
equivalent to IELTS 7. Yes.
Great, 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 great. So, like, अगर हम एक average student है who has done his, who got a English score in 12th class like 80s में 80s में उसके नंबर आते हैं, और उसको कितना टाइम लगता है एक OET का टेस्ट को क्रैक करने में?
सर OET का टेस्ट क्रैक करने में कम से कम
Generally.
कम से कम 1 महीना, और अगर रेगुलरली प्रैक्टिस करे तो 3 महीने में आसानी से.
ठीक है. और पेपर कब कब होते हैं सर उसके?
इनके रेगुलर बुकिंग डेट्स होते हैं, जैसे IELTS और PT का है.
Like
OET
twice in a month or once in a month?
So the frequency has been changing because of all this COVID issue.
Right,
so earlier it was multiple times, but now the frequency has changed. So I would not put it, usually it's 2 to 3 times a month, but now any student अगर कोई भी चाहे कि आप OET करें, so best thing is to go to occupational English test का जो site है उस पे जाएं.
Right.
मिलेंगे, because there is a lot of variation in the test center availability and the COVID related policies in that country.
Right, sir. और सर अगर मेरे किसी स्टूडेंट को आपको अप्रोच करना हो टू नो मोर अबाउट इट, तो वो कैसे होगा सर?
Sure, sir. My website is available, redcedarworld.com.
Okay.
Redcedarworld, one word.com. They
Right.
can approach me. See, our
Great.
successful. If they
So
want
sorry,
just an
your voice was blank. Can you repeat, please?
Yeah, I was saying the website is redcedarworld.com.
Okay. Right.
And our objective is to make others successful, right? So
Wow.
if it's just a counseling, there's no charges. We will give you a counseling and broadly tell you how you have to prepare. There
Wow,
are certain
great.
English, there are certain people who have such an excellent background, 95 plus in English in class 12 and others. उनको मैं बोलता हूँ कि बेटा आप orientation कर लो, occupational English test के इसमें site पे जाओगे तो there are 2 practice tests available online.
Okay.
And उसको
So that,
करके भी placement मिल सकता है. अगर आपको already अच्छा score है तो you don't need coaching from us. We can
very
just
good.
give you overall
Very
guidance, and 350 plus आप आसानी से उसको scores कर सकते हैं.
Very good.
But आपको अगर बीच में कहीं average score हो या आप बिल्कुल weak हो, that is where we build the foundation, and we
Right.
want to make those students successful.
Right. Great, sir. Great. And sir, जैसे IELTS and TOEFL में होता है कि there are tips and tricks which works.
Yes.
Right, like because if anyone can speak, listen and vocabulary सबका अपना different level है, तो उसमें भी कुछ tips and tricks होते हैं which we need to remember and which we need to practice. So similarly वो OET में भी होते हैं वैसी चीजें?
That's right. इनका criteria होता है.
Okay.
For example, जैसे IELTS में writing है, write essay.
Right.
OET में write essay नहीं होगा. OET में एक पेशेंट की फाइल में से एक पूरा केस नोट्स, you call it case notes मिलेगा, right?
Okay. Yes.
And then based on that, the writing task is write a letter to the medical superintendent or write a letter to the eye doctor telling them what is the problem. Write a letter of reference.
Okay.
So this student this test taker has to pick up only relevant pieces from that overall case notes, and then write a letter of reference. So that is
very interesting. It's very interesting and new. Yes, very interesting. So that simple their work. Like if surgeon, they don't have a senior doctors, they don't have a full time or sufficient time. So they will just go with the notes and they will understand the entire case study.
Absolutely.
Right?
You need to not only learn to interpret the case notes,
ठीक है.
But you need to select the relevant ones and then organize it in properly in a letter. So that's the skill.
Right. ग्रेट ग्रेट सर. इसका ये सिर्फ ये टेस्ट दे के भी कुछ ऐसी चीजें हैं कि डायरेक्ट जॉब्स मिल सकती हैं या इंडिया में जॉब्स अवेलेबल हैं इस चीज की? बिकॉज आई नो देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ वर्क व्हिच इज कमिंग फ्रॉम अब्रॉड कंट्री फॉर हेल्थ केयर सेक्टर. तो उनके लिए भी ये कोर्स अवेलेबल है या इट्स ओनली फॉर टू गो अब्रॉड?
No. OET is a great curriculum. In fact, I was in a conference organized by Apollo School of Nursing. This was in Chennai, where the CEO from OET, also from Australia, had come in.
Okay.
And the discussion was, how can we replace the existing BSc nursing curriculum, जिसमें English language है, वो OET structure क्यों नहीं करते? Because that is very relevant for people who work in the healthcare day to day.
Right,
so their point was immediately तो हम चेंज नहीं कर पाएंगे, but उसके जो soft part है, जो तरीका है, तौर तरीका है, उसको हम अपना सकते हैं.
Right.
See, because a nurse needs to know how to write a letter.
Right.
Or by hearing a conversation. अगर आप जैसे speaking में, for example, speaking, you need to talk to a patient and ask some confidential questions.
Right.
You just cannot go back जैसे हमारे इंडिया में करते हैं, वापस आए, अच्छा हाथ उठाओ, ये पट्टी लगाया, ये बताओ, वो बताओ, अच्छा मैं जा रही हूँ. That's not the way. You have to come and explain. I am Sarah. I am your nurse. I'm going to be helping you. And to enable me to help you, I have to ask you some questions. It might be personal, but it would help us to diagnose your problem more. उस तरह से contact setting करके फिर you start asking some questions politely. So वो जो है, ये सारे speaking skills जो हैं, हम उनको coaching में सिखाते हैं. और वही जो है तो वो test में भी check किया जाता है.
Right.
So it is very relevant for people to learn this, so that even their proficiency in basic communication can be tested, even for job in India.
Right. Yes sir, absolutely. Yes, तो हम भी experience करते हैं अपनी day-to-day life में, and it is important for everyone. These are the basic etiquettes and manners which we are talking about.
Absolutely.
So everybody who are opting this profession, they must learn these things.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
आपने बहुत अच्छे एक्सप्लेन करा है. आई होप मेरे व्यूवर्स को इसका सारी चीजें समझ में आएंगी. और अब मेरे कुछ क्वेश्चंस है. आई थिंक रीमा मैम, यू वुड बी द बेस्ट टू आंसर दोस क्वेश्चंस. इट्स रिगार्डिंग TOEFL. व्हाई शुड आई टेक TOEFL टेस्ट? हाउ इट्स रेलेवेंट?
That's for IELTS basically.
Okay, sorry, for IELTS. Yes. So IELTS का आप एक्सप्लेन करें प्लीज मैम. Why should I take it? Why should I go about it?
See, there are two purposes like where people go move abroad. First is like for education purposes, like anybody who wants to go for higher studies, masters or post graduation. So you need to go through academic IELTS. And in case if you want to go up for professional purposes, like either for immigration or jobs, one needs to register themselves under general IELTS. So these are two purposes through which you can go to.
Ma'am, you have amazing communication skills. Kindly speak bit slow because bounce हो रहा है मेरे से.
Sure.
Great ma'am. And ma'am, where all I can take this IELTS test and how much it costs you? Sir, George sir, yes, I'm sorry. How much, what is the cost and what are the commercials of OET? Sorry, I forgot to ask.
Yeah. So we've been charging 20,000 for the whole course, which includes practice test, which includes a placement test and a practice test during the session and about 10 practice tests before the exam. However, it varies because there are students with different needs. There are students in
that I completely understand. So my question is, what is the fee for OET? Coaching, it depends on the customer. Yes, I understand.
Correct. Yeah. So the fees is roughly about 33,000 Indian rupees equivalent. This has to be paid in Australian dollars.
Okay.
But 33,000 rupees.
I think IELTS जो है that is for 13,100.
14,000.
14,000 हो गया. Right, and this is for 33,000. And sir, what is the validation period, like for how many years?
Yeah, very good question. So that's roughly valid for about 2 years.
Same. Right.
Yeah,
Thank
same
you.
होता है, but again, see, it all depends upon the recognizing institution.
Right.
वो decide करते हैं कि कितना valid कैसे होना चाहिए.
और जो किसकी need है, because these are the customized need, right? किसी का level different है, उनको कितना pull up करना है, कितना train. You all are a mentors, great mentors. I have seen your success stories a lot. तो किसको कितना पुल करना है, कितना टाइम स्पेंड करना है, वो आपकी फीस उस हिसाब से मैटर करती है. आई कंप्लीट अंडरस्टैंड दैट. एंड मैम अगेन रीमा मैम, इट्स ओवर टू यू. So just talk about like bit more about IELTS.
All right. See, Cambridge is like the basic body which is governing IELTS examination, and it has assigned 2 test centers which is governed by IDP and British Council.
Okay.
So these 2 provide you the test centers where you can go and give the examinations.
Right, ma'am. And largely, which are the countries who is accepting it?
See, it's more than 250 countries that are accepting that.
Okay. Okay.
So-
Wow. Wow. And what are the test rules?
See, rules basically are that one needs to register, like have a minimum age limit of 16 before attempting this exam. If you're
Okay.
under 16, you cannot appear for the examination. Secondly, one needs to be proficient in English as a language
Okay.
to
Okay.
be, eligible to prepare for the test, and
Okay.
one should have a validated passport.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
these are the basic criteria that one needs to take care of.
Okay. And ma'am, in this COVID scenario, how these things are taking shape?
See, IELTS basically, like initially it was just pen and paper, but last year it came out with the computer-based test, and now they have the home edition as well. So I
Okay.
think so they have made a lot of things easier for the people, so they have a multiple choice to go for examinations.
Right, right. And the another question is, what can I take into the examination room, or what are the rules when I am giving it online?
All right. See, first of all, you're not allowed to carry anything in terms of, you're not allowed to wear a watch. You cannot carry a wallet there. The only thing that you are allowed to carry is pen, pencil, and eraser.
Okay.
So
Okay.
these are the only things, and a validated passport and a copy of, the email that you have
Received the acknowledgement. Okay.
Yes.
Right. Like admit card, and when we are going for an exam, it's the same
That
thing.
admit card is the copy of the email that you have got as an
Email.
invitation.
Right, right. And इसमें भी मैम वही 4 sections होते हैं. What all are those sections and how it works?
See, one is assessed with 4 skills, which is reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Listening, reading, and speaking. Writing, sorry. These 3 take place on one particular day, and speaking is like either 7 days prior or post to the main examination. So it's conducted on a separate day.
Okay. And मैम इसकी कितनी validation रहती है once we have cleared it?
I think so. All the 4 tests is like for 2 years only.
Okay, 2 years only. और उसके बाद मैम, do they recommend like if once 2 year is over and student have not visited anywhere, कहीं नहीं जाता, कुछ नहीं करता, तो उसको दोबारा जब ये टेस्ट देना पड़ता है, तो
Yes,
पिछला कुछ exempt करते हैं, कुछ accept करते हैं कि
That is not considered at all.
not at all.
Right.
Okay. And ma'am, what if I have postponed my date or cancelled my date, like I have taken an appointment और मैं उस दिन नहीं जा पाया, कुछ something like this happened, then how
Yeah,
it works?
there has been a lot of cases where we have seen that candidates do face up a lot of problems.
Yes.
There is a time duration of 5 weeks prior to that if you cancel your examination. So
Okay.
only the administration fees will be deducted. The rest, all the fees is refunded. But in
Okay.
case if it is within the 5 weeks, like like anywhere before, like nearer to the examination, then the fees is not refundable at all.
Okay.
It is always advisable to refund it like intimated 5 weeks prior to the examination. Only condition which is considered is medical condition.
Okay. Okay. And उसका भी कुछ time होगा मैम? They cannot tell a day before for medical conditions?
Yeah, 1 week to minimum it has to be
अच्छा.
there.
It has to be there.
Yeah.
So उस scenario में we get 100% refund or after some deductions?
The administration charges are deducted from
Okay, it's depend case to case also.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So, ma'am, anything which you can guide us, because most of the student, they are aware from IELTS. It's one of the oldest test proficiency. It's a proficiency test for different countries. लोगों को इसके बारे में पता है. कुछ ऐसी चीजें जो आजकल हम मिस कर रहे हैं, भूल रहे हैं, या हमेशा ये स्टूडेंट के लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है कि याद रखें. कुछ
Yeah,
आपसे
Definitely, Yogesh. I always, do have this into my counselings as well with the students that I don't know, like in India specifically, I've seen people have phobia. Ek huwa hai, English language is there and
Right.
people have that phobia. So I always
Right.
tell that, language is the easiest to learn.
Wow. Right.
Because if I go back, like I tell everybody, go back to your childhood. जब हम छोटे बच्चे थे तो हम language कैसे सीखते थे? अगर बच्चे ने बोला तवा उड़ रहा है या मम पीना है, although these words are not a part of our language, but still
Right.
people understand your expressions.
Right. Right.
And also, the first word that a child speaks is mama. Now, a
Right.
child does not know what is the, kaun sa ling ya kaun sa vachan hai, but without knowing the grammar, a child is using it. So
Wow.
language is more of exposure to that. आप
Right.
जितना उसको सुनोगे, जितना उसको बोलोगे, जितना उसको प्रैक्टिस करोगे, उतना आपका कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्डअप हो जाएगा.
We have to live with it.
Yes.
Right. Start observing, look at the things, talk to ourselves, talk to others. Right. Great, ma'am. Great input. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. I'll come back to you if I remember some more questions related to this.
Definitely.
So kindly be with us, and I'm very happy that other trainer and coaches are they put themselves on mute and they are keep listening us. Thank you for your wonderful patience. I request Preeti ma'am to take and ask some questions from Ravjot ma'am. Ravjot ma'am is she's a expert in PTE, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
So Preeti ma'am, kindly ask a few related.
Hi, Ravjot, I welcome you for speaking on PT. So let's quickly start and have a brief discussion on this particular subject. So if I talk about PT is an exam, so what do you think why is this exam getting so much importance these days?
It is getting important because it has 3 versions of giving. For example, a student wish to move abroad for study purpose, so that student can give PT academic. And if there is an independent who wish to move abroad, so PT home is there. And for UK as well, there is a special test which is conducted, that is PTE UKVI. So we just need to know. Most importantly, this PT exam is considered a bit easier in terms of marking scheme, and if we talk about the types of questions, it is easier than the IELTS and TOEFL. So I think that's the main thing why PT is in more demand these days.
Right. So ma'am, it is often seen that students feel that speaking is more easier in PT as an exam rather than speaking. So what do you want to say on this?
Yes, it is much more easier because there are types of questions in speaking like read aloud, wherein you will get a sentence on the screen and you have to read as it is. No addition, no subtraction from the sentences. जैसा दिख रहा है वैसे ही बोलना है आपको. Whether it is related to pronunciation or fluency. ऐसा नहीं आपको तेज बोलना है. You will have enough time to speak fluently. Apart from this, repeat sentence, that is a second type of question. जिसमें आपको सिर्फ सुनना है सेंटेंस और वैसे ही बोलना है. उसके अंदर भी कोई एडिशन नहीं है, कोई सब्ट्रैक्शन नहीं है, एज इट इज बोलना है आपको. डिस्क्राइब इमेज, देयर विल बी अ पिक्चर ऑन द स्क्रीन, यू हैव टू स्पीक ऑन दैट पिक्चर, ऑब्जर्व दैट एंड स्पीक ऑन दैट पिक्चर, दैट्स इट. So no knowledge and no experience is required when you talk about these things. That's why speaking is a bit easier as compared to the other language tests.
And ma'am, is it only accepted in Australia, or like we can give this exam for other countries also?
Yes, certainly students can give this exam for other countries as well, like Australia and Canada. I mean, for other countries as well. I mean, for all the English-speaking countries, of course, non-native speakers will be giving this test. So I advise students to check on the university or college's websites before taking the test, and whether they accept only IELTS or they accept PT also, or they accept TOEFL as well. And then they can decide as per their comfort level.
Right. And how can we register for this particular exam if we need to enroll for this exam? So what is the best way to enroll or register for this particular exam?
Yeah, they have their website by the name of pearsonvue.com. Every details are mentioned on the website. So one can simply register on the website by their name, email ID, no passport or no other details are required. So you can get every information on the website easily. And even while taking the test, you do not need to carry anything. You just need to take ID. Any ID could work, which is acceptable on by the PTE. The list is also mentioned in the website. So not generally passports are taken by the candidates, but other IDs can also work.
Right. So ma'am, what teaching methodology do you adopt when we say for PTE? So any particular teaching methodology you follow, or you go with like other exams only, IELTS, TOEFL and other exams?
Yes, for PTE, I believe students majorly face issues in speaking and writing. So I always start with the writing task. I teach them how to write an essay because, of course, this is a language test. So we have to brush up their language, the grammar, be it pronunciation, and the sentence construction as well. So teaching them what are compound sentences, that actually takes time. So starting with the writing, it becomes easier for me to teach them for speaking as well. So that's what I always do. And I always advise students to start with the writing essay only, because when they write, they can learn more, and same they can apply on speaking as well.
Great, Ravjot. I think you have actually really shared the valuable points on PT. And I appreciate that you have covered in detail, especially about speaking, and guided the students being a mentor. So I hand over to Yogesh ji now. Yogesh ji, over to you.
Yeah, so kindly talk about TOEFL exam. Why should I give it? And what all are the valuable points we need to remember?
Sure, definitely. I'd like to throw some light on this particular exam also. So
Yes.
TOEFL is basically an online exam which is known as Test of English as a Foreign Language, majorly accepted in US. So people or individuals who are planning to go for masters or maybe some technical courses or some courses related to management or law, they need to clear this exam. And like other exam, this exam also holds a validity of 2 years. And we have 4 sections in TOEFL also: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And this exam also has only online facility. So if any candidate is looking to give this exam, he has to enroll online and go for the online testing systems only. So www.ets.org is the website. ETS is like Education Testing System, which is the governing body of TOEFL. And any information related to booking of the exam or downloading of any admit card or information related to validity of a passport or what documents need to be carried for this exam can be searched on ets.org.
Okay.
So ideally we train the candidate for 30 to 40 hours depending upon the level of a candidate. So if a candidate is well versed with the basic English, or we say if the basic level of communication is good, so candidate can easily go for 20-25 hours and complete this training and go for the exam directly. But if the candidate is poor in basic communication or the fundamental English is not strong, so he may need to go for 40 to 50 hours for the training and give this exam accordingly. So recently, Canadian universities have started accepting this exam as well. So TOEFL is gaining value in Canada also. So people who want to go for this, want to go to Canada, they can also go to TOEFL apart from IELTS and PT, and they can get enroll themselves in Canadian universities as well. So a lot of professionals in Canada, specifically if they are applying for any medical courses, like George said, that we need to go for OAT exam. So some universities do have a requirement of giving OAT and TOEFL together, or maybe OAT and IELTS together. So that might also depend, because when we talk about medical profession, like nursing, doctors, or maybe a physiotherapist or radiologist, they need to be judged more detailed. So apart from OAT is a technical exam, you need to have the well-versed knowledge of medical terms while giving this exam. So if the university feels that a particular doctor needs to be judged upon English language and more into technicality, so they might ask a candidate to go for OAT and TOEFL both, or OAT and IELTS both. So these exams, hold importance accordingly. So as per the requirement of the university, candidate needs to choose the exam and give the exam accordingly.
Right. Great. So now a few basic questions from all of my guests.
Right.
how you can say that there is a tip and trick to crack all these exams, right? Which we need to learn, right? तो इसमें अगर कोई बच्चा अपनी टेस्ट चेक करना चाहता है कि करंटली वो किस पोजीशन पे है और उसे कौन सा टेस्ट लेना चाहे, वो आप उसमें कैसे हेल्प करते हैं?
I would like to answer this, Yogesh.
Please.
So when we talk about this particular question, diagnosis is very important. For
Right.
example, when a patient go to a doctor, so if the correct diagnosis is done by the doctor that this particular patient has this disease and he can prescribe the medicines accordingly. Similarly, if any student comes to us and we are able to diagnose the issue, whether he's weak in listening, writing, reading, or speaking, and we are able to diagnose his issue, then that is the best strategy, and we can guide him the core strategies accordingly. So diagnostic test is done, which is also called a mock test in some of the colleges and institutes. So diagnostic test is very, very important. And at times when certain colleges, we also see that along with the diagnostic or mock test, there is a psychometric test done these days. It actually helps a student to judge his capability, whether he is comfortable or, how psychologically he behaves while giving this exam.
Right.
That's the reason diagnostic or diagnosis plays a very important role when we talk about enrolling into any particular course and giving this exam.
So we all
Also, to just
agree.
add up to that, also, like I have to one thing more to be added up. Even before doing the mock test, in case if a child is academically moving out, he needs to check up with the university as to what test the university is accepting.
Right.
Because even if a student attempts one particular thing and the university is not accepting that, so the time and money, everything is wasted.
Absolutely.
Right. And another thing is, while giving these exams and tests, where they need to check when they are planning to go abroad, or they should check it any time, like while studying in 12th or while giving their bachelor's, they can get it checked by you that currently what is my score. So ऐसा कुछ
as per testing, they can test it any time. That is like no limitation to that. But what I feel is, preparing with the test and then immediately giving the test will actually get the student into the momentum.
Okay.
Because in case if there's a gap, as it is a language, and if a student gets a gap, there is a little bit of, a gap that is created, a vacuum.
Right.
So the student might, who might be getting good scores during the mock test will not be able to get a good score in the final exam. So it's always better, to be into the momentum and give it randomly.
Right, ma'am. So I have a few last 1 minute I require now. Rima ma'am, you are available when someone needs to take some classes from you on school level. Do you provide these services?
I definitely provide it from anybody above 16 to somebody who's even 60.
Okay.
So I think so. This service is provided to everyone, in fact, and I'm available 24/7.
And it's like online or offline both?
We provide both online and offline training.
Okay.
Yes.
So if my viewers wants to get in touch with you, then what is your email ID? So can you speak it once?
Yeah, I'm working with EduVantage Learning Academy, Gurgaon. So they can go down to the website and actually, get in touch with us.
Wow, great. Same question to Ravjot Kaur, ma'am. So, ma'am, how can we approach you if my viewers wants to take your test, and how they can approach?
Yeah, yes, my email ID, so they can drop a message and email to my email. That is ravjot.k.kal@gmail.com. So we can get in touch.
Okay, and you can also draw a customized program for schools and colleges and universities, right?
Yes, certainly.
Right.
Yes.
Same question from Preeti ma'am, please.
Yeah, definitely. If a student is expecting to get in touch with me, he can drop a mail to me on ielts3008@gmail.com.
Okay.
So that is the easiest and the best way to approach me.
Right. And George, sir?
Yeah, a common easy mail to remember to contact me is Trainer John, John, Trainer John 77 at gmail.com. Trainer John 77 at gmail.com. And Yogesh sir, for your question was, when is the right time to do OET? I feel all healthcare professionals should do OET
Right.
in their second or third year, because that actually is a true test of learning basic communication skills focused on
Yes. Yes.
healthcare, and second is safety. Right.
Right.
So I
Right.
think this is a great
Great.
test to actually use for all healthcare professionals. And I would more than encourage them to practice it on their own or get coaching wherever they think is the right
Right.
place.
Right. So you also provide online coachings if someone wants to get in touch.
Yes,
So,
definitely. Online, see, internet is a great equalizer now.
yes.
So
Yes.
online is definitely there. Everything is online, right? And this is
Right.
education online.
Right. Right.
So,
So,
Yogesh, basically we
please.
are following a blended training methodology these days. So when we
Okay.
talk about blended training methodology, it includes online and offline both. So
I
technically also you
understand.
are able to train the candidates, and non-technically also you are able to train the candidates.
Great. Great.
And as we were just saying, in OET, speaking is again face to face.
Okay.
20
Yes.
minutes face to face. So very important to have face to face preparatory or mock session so that the test taker is
Exactly.
comfortable in
That is
having that face to
acceptable.
face.
And
Yes. That is
especially
acceptable.
while you go for the speaking in IELTS, also the students are expected to wear a mask and speak. So
Yeah.
we are also, motivating students to record their recordings while speaking after wearing a mask, like what is the pace, what is the rhythm, and
Hmm.
how they have to speak, go about it. So
Right.
definitely these things need to be taken into consideration as per this COVID situation.
Right. Right.
Right.
Thank you so much for all of you, and thank you so much. If my viewers want to come back, I'll give your direct email IDs, and they will definitely get in touch with you. Thank you so much.
Sure.
All the
Thank you
best.
so
Thank you
much.
so
Thank you so
much,
much.
Salam.
Yogesh.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you
Thank
so much. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you.